What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Guys, I needed to take a day or so to come and give you my thoughts on this last game. What a roller coaster of emotions. I don't know about you guys, but I was enjoying the game in the first 30 seconds, and by the 35th second, I was hating the game. And then by minute 5, I almost threw something at the TV. It was, in the end though, we came out with the win 3-2. So all well that ends well, I guess. Let's start with the lineup. I wasn't a fan at all. And I'm going to be very, very critical of the lineup. I don't understand. And everything else was fine. The left back was fine. I'm happy that we have him at left back. We can play in case we need him. Midfield of Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno served well for how the game turned out, and we'll kind of get a bit more into that. But let's start at the top. One, I was happy that we did put Rashford back on the left side. That's where Rashford is most effective. I'm sure you guys agree with me. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me if you agree with me. Is it his best position? That's where he gets 30 goals from last season. That's where he got basically 2 assists from the last game. So he needs to play on that left channel. He needs to play on that left channel. And the one time he went on the inside or on the outside and cut back inside on the flank, Eriksen was there to get that goal back for us, that first one. And then he came around the outside again onto the flank and got the assist for the penalty for the other goal. So Rashford's most effective position is on the left wing, and we need to keep him there. No more of this number 9 striker thing. Please, we've done that experiment, failed horribly, right? Now, speaking of failed experiments, somebody explained to me Martial. Like, Martial is our striker, Martial is a striker, but Martial hasn't kicked the ball since last season. I don't even remember him playing any games in the preseason, and we give him a start over Sancho. I don't get the manager's thinking there. Unless he's trying to show the board we have no players. I mean, we have another week, not even a week, like 4 or 5 days left of the window. So what are we going to get in the window? We're lucky if we get a midfielder, right? Let alone a striker. So maybe he needed minutes, but we have Sancho sitting on the bench, rotting away, and we're not using him in a position that we've been training him all preseason long. And the issue I have with this is that if when Sancho came on, or when Sancho comes on, he doesn't look effective, then you can say, okay, maybe that's the reason why he's not starting. But every time he's come off the bench, he gives you an argument for why he should have started. So I'm not understanding why he's not starting these games as the central striker, the number 9 or false 9, at least until Højlund becomes available. Odds are he's going to play most of these games on that number 9 role. So what are we doing with Sancho? Are we using him on the right side? Let's see. I guess time will tell. Anthony had a decent game up front, and I hear people saying give him his flowers, and I'm like, was he supposed to have 3 games where he was playing like crap? Let's call a spade. Like, that's the truth, right? So he had to give his most of this game. And the few times where he did try and go down the right flank and cut in, we see how much more effective he can be when he's not just trying to use his left foot. Listen, in terms of the game, like I said in the beginning of the video, the first 30 seconds, I was really, really happy. Anthony had a shot on goal, and we looked like we were about to, deal the business. The next thing I know, we're hit by a counterattack, and their strikers going down the pitch, putting Onana on his butt and scoring a goal. 2 minutes after that, they get some weak free kick, and no one is marking anyone, and the ball randomly hits his head and goes in the back of the net, and we're 2-0 down. Like, as the manager said, we're just giving away freebies, man. So now we really have work to do. But I think, in a sense, that kind of worked negatively for Nottingham Forest. They kind of didn't know what else to do after that. I don't think they came to Old Trafford expecting to be up 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. So after that, we took control of the game and we had most of the ball, most of the game. And I think that's why Eriksen became a bit more effective in a game like this, because they dropped back, gave us the possession, and we just had to kind of break them back down for the rest of the 90 minutes and get those goals back. Look, I'm happy that the midfield trio of Casemiro, Bruno, and Eriksen worked so well, and they did all score goals. They were all involved inside the goal creation. So that's a positive. But when you look at what we have on the pitch right now, there's nothing new on the pitch. Mason Mount's still injured. Maino's still injured. Luke Shaw's now injured. Hoyland, to be honest, is injured. Martial, we don't know how long he's gonna last. Guys, I don't know how long this team is gonna hold up. And with no real substitutions for Bruno and or Eriksen, there's no depth in the squad. We have another week in the transfer market, and I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we go in and we get something, but the way it's looking, they're saying loan deals. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. The positive thing I wanna get from this game, which I don't want to overlook the fact that we did come from behind 2 goals down to score 3 goals and win the game. Our problem has never been chance creation. Bruno's been doing that left and right last season to this season. The problem has just been capitalizing on those chances and being precise in our finishing. So that is one positive. Another positive is that we will have to win games in this manner. Not every game is going to be a blowout game where we're going to score 3 or 4 goals. If we even get to score 3 or 4 goals, let's get Rasmussen. Like, we're putting a lot on Rasmus' shoulder, and that's the truth. But let's get Rasmussen. Hopefully he can bury those chances. But we're going to have to finish games where we have to come back from behind as well, too. We're going to have to win games where it's 1-0 and we have to defend it with our entire life. So we're going to have to get used to different kind of game scenarios. This is what builds experience for the whole team. This is what builds that camaraderie, so they know that they can all do it if they just pull in one direction. But I believe the key is to playing players in the correct position. If this game doesn't tell us that there is no other position Rashford needs to play than the left flank, I don't know what will. He's most effective. 2 out of the 3 goals we got back came from, I think 3, because I think he was even involved in the cross back to Bruno. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but we have to kick on from this. It was a good win, you know, a good storyline of being down 2-0 and coming back to win the game. But I'm nervous, guys. I can't lie. Between injuries that we've got, no influx of players coming in. You know, the Maguire deal kind of like stopped our whole transfer flow in its tracks. So we'll see. Onwards and upwards, guys, you know. Listen, like the video, comment, and subscribe. And if you've been rocking with me this long, I really do appreciate you. God bless you, and GGMU.